We're back.
We're back. We're back, America. Oh my gosh. It's been too long.
I know. It's been like 2 months.
Things got busy though. You were opening a new salon.
Yeah.
And
yep.
I've been there and it's amazing. I'm going to say amazing.
Thank you. I love it too.
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
I could hang out in the downstairs like just all day.
I know.
Can I just come down there and like set up my computer and
You can.
work?
People do.
Really?
You certainly can. I mean, you have to be getting a service done before, not just like hanging out there. But when the
not even me.
Well, you could. I'd let you through for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's been fun. It's just been a lot of work and still a lot of work. And
I know.
We got probably a couple more months of.
It is, but I feel like you're like you were kind of like chained to it for a while, and now I feel like you're kind of like back, and I get to see you a little more.
Yes.
You're back on the social scene a little bit, which is
I know.
good.
I feel like I let everyone. I'm back.
Yeah.
So I know that everyone has been very.
Yeah, that
has
was
been
rough.
asking us.
It was rough
Where's
without
Erin?
you there. Mm-hmm.
We miss her so much.
Yeah.
It's more.
I was just like walking up and down like 50th in France, like listless, aimless. People were coming up to me like, "Are you okay? Where's Erin?"
You're just.
Yeah, wandering.
I know.
The streets.
Wandering the streets of 50th in France.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Like you've seen.
I'm glad
this.
it got back to you.
I know it did. They're like, your partner Drew.
Yeah. Is he
Speaking
okay?
of.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to lunch the other day.
Yeah.
With another agent, and he was very confused. I thought you'd get a kick out of this.
Okay.
So we're sitting there talking. He's like, "So, it's how Charlie and you have 2 kids." I said, "Yeah, we have 2 kids." And he's like, "Oh yeah, because I've seen you at soccer things." Because he's another soccer dad, and he's like, "Yeah, and it's like so great. You guys like hang out together and still have a great time and everything." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
You guys are friends.
Yeah, so I get ready for this. So
Okay.
here it goes. So then I'm like, yeah, and he goes, "But how does that work and everything?" He's like, "Well, with your husband now and everything." I'm like, "What?" And he's like,
No.
"They thought you were my husband. They thought you were my husband." And I
Okay.
was like, "Okay, that's very funny."
Yeah.
I said, "We both have husbands,
Yeah.
but he's not my husband." But
Yeah.
he was like, are you for real? Because people really,
Do people think? Okay.
I'm just saying, not.
Yeah.
I just think around town, if they don't know all our funny friendship and all that stuff, then they think that you're my husband. I mean, I could do worse.
So could I.
It was very, thanks.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah. Same. I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think hopefully we got it right this time.
Yeah, I think so.
I got 20 years. You've got 2?
3.
3. Oh yeah, 3.
Just had 3.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought you get a kick out of that.
Okay.
So.
You should have just gone with it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we
we should have just kept it going.
Well,
for
I
as
think
long
they
as
were just like,
possible.
okay, so those are your kids, but they don't look like you and Drew. I'm like, then they got it. That all came together. Then they were like, wait a minute, what's
Okay.
going on? Thought it was my
Cute.
first marriage, and then you were my trophy husband
Yeah.
later in life. Just went young and
Just
did it.
your arm candy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
marriage,
Yeah.
well, and everything else, but so Pride,
Yeah.
we just
Oh man,
that just happened.
that's finally over.
I mean, I had to keep checking in with you to make
Look,
sure you're okay.
It's fun, but I felt like Lady Gaga, like bus, club, another club. Like that is pretty much how it is for the entire weekend.
So what time does it start? Like, I mean, like when do you, like, I mean, I do a lot of Pride events, but I don't actually go downtown for a lot of the Pride stuff.
I mean, it starts Friday.
Okay.
All right, there's the Beer
Okay.
Dabbler, there's a Bryant Lake Bowl block party. Then there are several parties that night.
Okay.
Then like the Sloane is throwing a party every night. The
Yep.
Eagle's throwing parties every night. First Ave is throwing parties.
I'm
Then there's just
tired.
like pop-up parties at different places. Then there's parties at people's houses. Like it really is like one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. It was a series of naps. I never
Yeah.
slept like a whole 8 hours, like get
And
up.
you like to sleep.
Love to sleep. And I worked at the gym all weekend. Every morning I had to be back there, like coaching and being like, yeah, come on, you guys, let's go. People who know me and knew that it was Pride were like, why are you here? How are you here? What is happening? And I'm
Well.
like, just lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Yep.
I know. What is it on Monday? Was it Sunday that you and I would, well, we talked throughout that, but it was
Yeah.
just like, you were like, okay, I can't even function anymore.
Nope.
I need sleep.
I just was like, we're done. So Lorcat always throws a party on Sunday. So does Butcher's Tail.
Yep.
So everybody
that was the daddy issues
Yeah.
one? Okay.
So everyone went from the Lorcat party to the Butcher's Tail party.
Okay.
And when that shift happened, I went and had pizza and went to bed. Like I was like, no, I can't.
Listen.
But people did that. Then the Butcher's Tail. Then went out and then shut the bars down that night too, like until 2 a.m. No.
But I did see
I'm
photos
not that guy
of
anymore.
Brian.
Oh my gosh, people kept being like, "Who's Elton John?"
We will get you the picture, Lindsay, we can show.
You got to see this photo of him. Just the big, like, round glasses.
Just
he
the
goes all
rainbow
in.
shirt. I mean, he's just. I'm like,
He goes
well,
all in.
Like, what are you doing this weekend? He's like, well, it's Pride,
It's
and
Pride.
we're gonna.
You know where I'll be.
Guess where I'll be? I'll
Yeah.
be there as an
Yeah.
ally and as a
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to get. He was.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
Because Pride
I love that.
started originally as a protest in New York against like police brutality and just for
Really?
like rights. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And like you'll sometimes hear people say like the first
Yeah.
Pride was a riot, like literally a riot.
Yeah.
And now it's like the whole city turns out. It's like
Yeah.
families and the straights. It's like everybody, which you love to see
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but it has turned into just like this whole entire 3-day event involving the entire city. Again, which is great, but I needed to hibernate afterwards. I needed to go
I
back
don't know
into my basement.
how you do it.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
You've been spending a lot of time in your basement here
Yeah.
the last
Like
couple weeks.
Oh my gosh, that storm.
I know.
That storm, I went to the basement for this is the first time I've ever been like, we need to go to the basement.
So that was on Saturday. So today's
Yeah.
the 16th. That was the
It was a
14th.
I think no. I don't
Whatever.
know.
It was on Saturday.
It was on Saturday.
Don't make me do math.
Let's not do that.
No.
I had Seymour in the bed, which is not typically,
Yeah.
He's not normally that. He normally sleeps in his kennel, but I just thought, he was being cute and whatever. Every once in a while, he gets to sleep in the bed, but he always stays down by the feet.
Yeah.
And he came up and woke me up because I was passed out. He woke me up by like touching my face and
You didn't hear all this
no.
happening?
And I was like, and
my
I woke
God.
up and I was kind of like, what, does he need to go out or something? And he was definitely like, look at this storm. And it was like disco EDM show, strobe lightning. And then I looked
And you
up
thought you were back at Pride. And
yeah.
then you were like,
all of a sudden I was like, oh no, Pride again. Shoot.
I was transported back there.
I thought I was done with this. And then I looked out the window and I was like, this is like scary.
Yeah.
If a tree falls on the house, we're all dead. Like, let's go to the basement.
Yeah.
And then the power went out and it was out for almost 2 full days.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Mine was
I
too.
know.
And it was like, and the salon was closed for a day and everything. And all the trees were like down and the power lines were all ripped apart and the
Yeah.
street signs, which is like the weird part of that was it's like, and then we'll be done with weather. So
Yeah, because here we are again talking
Here we
about
are
the weather.
again, talking about fucking
Can't help
weather.
it.
Nope. But it is that whole thing of it was like one, like it just like took out
I know.
like one whole chunk.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay, you were out for until this morning, so
Yeah.
like 3 days. in
Luckily, the
Richfield.
gym never lost power, so we got to
That's
keep going.
Great.
Just classes. Like people were bringing into the gym like all of their laptops, all of their iPads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, phones. Like, can I charge? in here?
Canned
I'm like,
goods.
Sure, they're canned goods. Yep, we did a whole drive.
toilet
No.
paper. Yeah.
Can I have some of this toilet paper? I'm like, what does that have to do with your power being out?
Now we're just back to COVID. times.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
That was wild.
That was just a good summer storm.
I know.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
between the construction,
Yeah. At 50th in
And-
France.
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It is like you have to take your actual Google map
I know.
and just go.
I know.
Everything takes you 20 minutes longer.
So much longer.
I mean, it's why everything at one time?
I don't know. I think because,
That's the only time there is to do it.
well, my mom's like, there's winter season and then
boy.
there's construction season.
Yeah, I love that
That's
one.
it.
I love that one.
That's it. It's those two.
Yeah.
And so we're in construction season. And 50th in France, we live right there. We work right there.
Yeah.
Shut down. 50th is shut down. But they're transforming it into a summer fun zone.
Which I don't know much about other than I
neither.
know it's going to be like turf from what I hear. This
Okay.
is what I'm hearing. It's going to be like turfed, like right in front of Pajarito and
Yeah.
Bluebird and all those.
So you can hang
cool
out in the
places.
street?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fun.
I think they were talking about doing some like live music out there, having some
Fun.
food trucks,
Why not?
having like maybe a bounce house. I just threw that in. I
You
just
did.
assumed
That's not
there would be a
happening.
bounce house.
Yeah.
Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think it would be something fun to do. Put some tables out there. Get some.
I think that is fun.
Yeah. That is. It sounds like a fun zone.
It does. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
I know.
I'll hang out there.
I will too.
Have you been to, speaking of that stretch right there, have you been to Pura Lima yet?
I have not.
No.
But I am hearing it's similar to a Chipotle.
Yeah, similar.
But with margaritas,
Yes.
which is nice.
I did not have a marg.
Yeah, I have not.
But I got a burrito and it was good.
Okay.
I will go again.
Well, Sloane and her girlfriends now, like that's where they walk
All over.
all over 50
They're going to be
from
hitting up the
France.
fun zone.
They'll be hitting that
hard.
fun zone like it
yeah.
was their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, can't wait for that. But they went to Pure Lima and she loved that.
She did.
Yeah.
I thought it was good too.
Yeah, I did too. But now they're like, I just feel like with all this construction, all this crazy stuff, I feel like it's just, I don't know when it's going to be done.
Fall, it says.
Is that what they're saying, fall?
Yep.
Well, that could be.
It could be anywhere from September to December.
That's true. But at least like with all of this stuff now, at least like now we're on the boat.
Good.
So,
How's that going? I have
it's
not
good.
been
You
out
have
yet.
not- I mean, you've been invited.
Yes,
but
I have.
Just to be clear.
No, yes.
Okay.
And thank you for that.
Brian has been out, so I'm
Yes,
sure he told you
I
that.
saw pictures of that.
Yes. But here's the thing.
Okay.
So when I was younger, we knew some like cool older dudes, like when we were in our mid 20s, some cool guys that were like 40, like old.
Yeah.
You know, old
Yeah.
back then. So, and they would have like boats, some Minnetonka, some of
Yeah.
my girlfriends, like we would like all hang out and have drinks and go
Yeah.
to Fletcher's, and it was just like the hot spot, right?
Yeah.
So it was just like, that's where it was all happening. Like you would see like,
See and be seen.
yes. Oh yeah. It's shifted a little bit.
Okay. What's going on now?
I mean, I just feel like it's a little bit older.
So those guys are still there.
They're still there.
They're just in their 60s now.
And so am I. So that's what I'm saying. I'm also
Right.
still there. So
Right.
it's like, but it's like, I don't know if there's not a lot of like 20 somethings there like there used to be. So now it's like, it's a different crowd. Mm-hmm. A lot of divorcees and a lot of crop tops.
Oh. Are they still partying as hard? Maybe harder.
Harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, things haven't slowed down for
No.
those
For that-
Judies and
for that group of-
Barbs of that. I'm trying to think of names in that generation.
Judy and Barb.
Judy, Barb,
We do love a Barb.
Patty,
Yeah.
things like that.
Patty. Patricia.
Joan. No,
That's my mom.
Yeah, that's your mom. Yeah, Kay.
Yeah.
No, that's too much. But yeah, so that's a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, the boat's been fun.
Okay.
So we've only been out there a few times because of all the storms
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so we have that, and then I feel like the summer's going to be gone soon. But
Don't
we've got
say
some.
that.
I know, but it's going to happen.
I know.
So in real estate, we've been busy, but it's also
Yeah, but it got kind of slow.
yeah, yep, and just everything is just taking longer. Like it's not
Yeah,
that.
houses are definitely taking longer to
Yep.
sell. We're seeing more price reductions. We're
Yep.
seeing things take weeks,
Yeah, when it used to be
months
hours.
instead of hours
Yeah.
to sell.
So it's back to the way the market used
Well,
to be.
you know,
I mean, it's
in like a balanced market,
Balanced,
it takes
yeah.
like 30 days to sell a house.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to take 3 hours
not right.
to sell a house. We just got used to that. So it does seem like there's definitely been a shift. And the rates are just kind of like, I think that's partly to blame, is that they're just not coming down like we thought
Yeah.
they were going to. So if you look, so our boy Jake,
Yep.
our lender, preferred lender, I would say, showed me 3 charts. So if you look if you go back a month, it shows them like really coming down, trending down.
Yep.
If you look back 3 months, same thing, trending down. But 3 months is when they were like at their height. So if
Yeah.
you go back 6 months, we're right where we were 6 months ago. So they went up and they came back down.
Yeah.
But they're not like coming down that fast. They're not coming down that significantly, but
Right.
they're volatile. So in any given day, they can jump up a quarter of
Mm-hmm.
a percent or down a quarter of a percent, which is a significant jump. So it's all about just like being in touch with your lender. If you're buying right now, you want to know really day by day where they're at.
Yeah.
And if they do drop down in one day, a significant amount, and you're close enough to your closing date, then you want to talk to your lender maybe about locking that rate in, because they
Yeah.
are kind of bouncing around.
What do you call that? A drop and lock?
If it drops, you lock.
You heard it here first. If it drops, you lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's true. I mean, I just think it's that there's houses are still, I mean, they're still coming on the market. The inventory.
Things are still selling. Things are still happening.
Yep.
We're not at a standstill by any means.
Yep.
We're just used to, what did our broker say today at the meeting? He said, the only thing that you can count on being constant is change.
Yeah.
So like it ebbs and flows. It goes faster. It goes slower. We're definitely in a little bit of a shift where things are just slowing down. Buyers are just not like, they're taking their time more.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah, they are. They're like, okay, well, I want to see, there's 10 houses I want to see.
Yeah.
You know, rather than it used to be, okay, this is the one or this is the two, whatever. And so
let's
then they're
grab
just
it.
like,
Let's get it.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, I want to see what else, because things just aren't going as fast. So they don't have to be as aggressive, you know. But I think a lot of that is just making sure you're working with an agent that knows how to price your home correctly and knows how to tell you what to do to prep it. And, and you listen, you know. So I think
how you bring it to the market is so important.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And again, pricing it correctly that's what it's all about.
The key.
It is the key.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, we'll see what the fall brings. It's an election year. There's lots of stuff going on in the world. So we're just kind of keep an eye on things and be prepared and always be 2 steps ahead of the game no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited for 2 new restaurants to come to the neighborhood, 50th and France neighborhood?
I'm excited for all the restaurants.
Dexter.
Yeah, which sounds a little murdery, but I'm into it.
Only because of the show.
Well, I mean.
But yeah.
Yeah. But it's Danny Del Prado.
Upscale bar food, or is
like American bar.
Yeah, and it's going to be like a sports bar.
Yeah.
Which we don't have in
we
the
do
area.
Not have. Mm-hmm. We need that.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, and it's right, like basically in your backyard. Literally.
Pretty much.
It's like, it's
but what's even closer to my house?
I know. You're so lucky.
The pizza spot.
Mothership.
Mothership.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it.
We've been talking about that for a while.
I know.
And now
it's finally
like,
coming.
I mean, it's up.
Do you know when it's going to be ready?
I've heard inklings. I mean, I know they're in the whole, like the design process is like, it's there.
I peeked through the windows and it's.
Yeah, I've seen what's happening. So like Carrie and Tommy have kind of showed me the slides of everything, and it's going to be awesome. I'm super excited.
Me too.
So that's going to be great. And then what is the other? Then there's Starling, who we've been there too.
Yes.
For Amy's birthday. I thought the design of it was
gorgeous.
I thought
so too.
I loved it. I think it's and I think it's, I don't know, it's just nice to have something different and unique. And I loved the design. I thought the food was great.
Yep.
And so we just had like apps and drinks and everything, but it's small.
Yeah.
It is really small.
Yeah.
So I think it's more
footprint.
of knowing, like what time to go and, all of that. But I really liked it, didn't you?
I didn't really eat anything, but I thought it was cool vibe, ambiance.
Well, it was
drinks.
inside of your eating window, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, it sure was.
12 to 8. We gotta, I mean, that's the thing.
It works well for me.
I know, it does.
Yeah.
It's great.
What else is shaking?
Oh my gosh. I think we're looking at it. I think it's just getting ready for the summer to kind of start moving in the other direction. I think one of the things I want to talk about before we go was my nephew, I have 2 nephews that are getting married.
Oh.
Okay. So one is getting married in D.C.
It is wedding season.
Yep. Wedding season. So at the National Cathedral, and it is like formal, like
with a capital
length.
F.
Yeah. Like it's not a joke.
Like Met Gala, ball gowns.
It's ball gowns.
Yeah.
So I've never been to anything like this. So it's like,
gosh, what are you going to wear?
I don't know. Like I bought
You're stressing, huh?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
I found Revolve, which I think, have you used Revolve? Right. So it's comes in 2 days. So I just bought $1,500 worth of dresses.
Okay.
And then they come in 2 days. You try them on, then you just send back the other ones free shipping. So it's really great. But Charlie's there is $5,000 worth of, I'm I have to find out because we've got 2 weddings. I need to try these dresses.
Yeah.
So then the next time that I'm just bringing them all back to the UPS store or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got one that's going to be.
What
chef's
color
kiss.
is it?
Wine. Ooh. I know.
And
I think
it's
gonna be
floor
good.
length. Mm-hmm. And tell us more about it. Strapless, backless.
Strapless, just tiered, kind of like bustier kind of thing on the top.
Ooh.
It's real cute.
Can't wait.
So I think it'll be good. And then tuxedos for that. Anyway, but so doing that in September, and then in October, my other nephew, his brother, is getting married in Hawaii. Very different kind of wedding.
feel
Just
bad
like
for you.
all, like
That
on the
sucks.
beach, just like super, which is kind of funny. The two of them have such different personalities, and so it'll be a
Jealous.
nice yin to the yang. So
Yeah,
it'll
well,
be-
you get to go to Hawaii. I'm jealous of that.
I know, but guess
One of my
what?
favorite places. What?
I had to use all my points.
Oh, no.
And all my everything.
Oh no.
I know. I was
You're
saving
cleaned
them
out?
up. I'm cleaned out. I don't have anything.
Bring the whole fam.
Bring
huh?
all four of us.
Yeah.
I mean, DC and then Hawaii.
Yeah.
But
Miles are gone.
miles are gone, so I'm going to be doing anything for a while. But you're officiating a wedding.
I am officiating a wedding
Which
in October.
I'm dying.
Which I'm honored about. And I'm like, so they asked me and they're like, is that something like you would consider? And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I thought you'd never ask. And also very much excited to just like have an audience.
Of course you are.
I'm going to try my, practice my type 5 comedy
that?
routine.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you get 5 minutes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
They want it to be fast. I am going to keep it like, we're not going to go crazy, but I'm gonna practice a little material.
Well, maybe you
Mm-hmm.
maybe sing something.
No, I will not be singing. No. That,
Fun
they don't
fact.
want that.
Drew's got the voice of an angel.
No, that is not true.
True story. He sure does.
No, I do love karaoke though.
Yeah, you do.
It's hard to like wrangle the mic back away from me once I start.
It is. Like you're like, I don't want to do it. Don't make me sing.
Mm-hmm. I'm like,
Don't make me
no,
sing.
and
then
Then they're like, can I
Islands
return?
in a string. That's our duet we're gonna try. Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think that now that we're back, and also Edina
Yeah.
magazine is
Oh, yeah.
featuring us.
I know,
our
that's
podcast,
exciting.
like for like podcasts out of Edina, Minneapolis, and stuff. So,
so fun.
I know. I'm really
Nice to
excited
be
for that.
recognized.
I know it is. This has
Yeah.
been so much fun. It's just nice to be back and have a second just to sit down in the studio and have some Zo convos together.
Absolutely. This is great.
Yeah.
I feel alive again.
Same.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.